So you're watching this video because you're considering moving to the East Bay and San Leandro caught your eye. In this video, I'm going to cover the cost of living in San Leandro, California. I'm going to cover some of the same things I cover in my other cost of living videos, such as the cost of housing, whether you're renting or buying, transportation, public or private, taxes, groceries, entertainment, childcare, and preschool. So San Leandro is nestled between East Oakland and some of the unincorporated parts of the East Bay, below Castro Valley and next to Hayward. It's not a very big town relative to other East Bay cities. It's around 90,000 people as of summer 2020. So first, let's start with housing. If you'd rather rent a single family home than a condo loft, there are more expenses associated with utilities, but we'll get into those later. If you rent a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in San Leandro over the past 6 months, the median price for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath was around $2,200. This is relatively cheaper than San Francisco, Oakland, parts of North Oakland, I'd say, Berkeley, Albany, El Cerrito. Same thing goes with a 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath single family home that you rent. In San Leandro, the median price over the past 6 months was around $3,050. Again, this is cheaper than surrounding cities for that size home. When it comes to condos and lofts, over the last 6 months, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, we're going for around $1,800, 2-bedroom, 1-baths around $2,100, and anything larger than that, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, around $2,600 per month. If you want to purchase a single family home in San Leandro, inventory is still tight. There are about 600 homes that sold over the last 12 months in San Leandro. And the median price over the last 12 months was $782,500. Over the last 6 months, the median price has increased to about $800,000. You can imagine that an entry-level home, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, under 1,200 square feet would cost you at least that amount in today's market. As predicted, condos, lofts, and townhomes have a lower median price than single-family homes. However, you're paying an HOA fee that integrated into your mortgage qualification, so keep that in mind. Over the last 12 months, there were 68 townhomes, lofts, and condos that sold, and the median price was around $500,000. So this includes all 1-bedroom, 1-bath, studio, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, townhomes, lofts, and condos in San Leandro. So next, let's talk about taxes. So in California, the income tax for the median income in San Leandro and a lot of East Bay cities is around 9.3%. California is known to have the highest income taxes in the United States, so make sure you negotiate a salary wherever that cutoff is, that you're well above that cutoff. In San Leandro, sales tax is relatively close to the sales tax of surrounding East Bay cities. It's 9.8%. And then finally, for property taxes, the property taxes in California can't go above 2%, but that doesn't mean that you won't have special assessments. San Leandro's property tax rate for 2020 was 1.1938%. That is cheaper than surrounding Oakland. It's comparable to surrounding cities like Hayward. Keep in mind you can have special assessments for measures that are often passed for cities for additional taxes, which will go on your property tax bills. So the special assessments could account for an additional $1,000 to $2,000 on your tax bill, depending on the overall value of your home. All right, so utilities, just like the other East Bay cities, East Bay Mud is what covers water, sewage. Waste management covers recycling, trash, and then PG&E is who you pay, so you pay for electrical and gas. For single family homes, like other East Bay cities, waste management bills can be around $60 for a recycling container and a garbage container every month, and that includes oftentimes compost. When it comes to East Bay Mud, water, sewage, if you have a family of 4 living in a single family home, you can expect that your water bill would be between $50 and $60 per month, assuming you have a drought-friendly lawn and you're not watering and washing your car constantly. Then when it comes to your PG&E bill, that completely depends on what kind of energy upgrades you have in the house. By energy upgrades, I mean, do you have dual pane, triple pane windows, blow-in insulation, drywalls replace lath and plaster, insulation in your attic? All those can affect your winter and summer PG&E bills. But on average, for a family of 4, and let's say a 1,200 square foot house, you could expect to spend $120 to $150 in the winter, and then in the summer months, you're going to at least spend $35 to $40. Again, most places don't have air conditioning. If air conditioning was something you had in your home, that kind of upgrade, then your bill would be higher in the summer, but you don't really need it. San Leandro, like other East Bay cities, is pretty mild in the summer. There are days when upstairs units get really warm, but opening your windows is often a solution to not having air conditioning. So with PG&E, even if you have solar installed, you can expect your minimum monthly payment, regardless of season, to be around $35 per month. If you live in a condo, townhome, loft, you can expect the HOA to cover one of those utilities, trash and recycling pickup, for example, that would be included in your HOA fee. Sometimes water and sewage is covered, which is great because that's another bill that's covered by the HOA or integrated into your HOA fee. Sometimes with newer developments, the Wi-Fi is included. That said, let me move into Wi-Fi services and the East Bay. For internet, you have the same internet providers that you do across the East Bay. The proximity to the peninsula and some of the smaller fiber internet providers might mean you have more options in San Leandro, but in terms of cost, Xfinity is generally the most expensive if you want 1 gigabyte or 1,000 Mbps of speed and fiber. It's about $140 per month just for the internet. If you want internet and cable with Xfinity, it's minimally $150 per month. Try and negotiate. They want to keep you. Their competition is Sonic Internet. It's around $60 per month for that same speed that I mentioned for Xfinity. So if you want fiber, that's a possibility. If other providers are AT&T Fiber, sometimes you can bundle packages with AT&T, get internet, cable, and phone for around $100 to $120 per month. But of those choices, Sonic is the most affordable. All right, now let's talk about transportation. If you take public transportation, the BART system, there are 2 BARTs in San Leandro and on the border, one in downtown San Leandro, and then there's Bayfair BART. If you are taking BART to San Francisco and you have a Clipper card, one of those blue cards that gives you a discount for your trips on the BART, it'll be about $9.80 round trip with the Clipper card each day if you go to the Civic Center in San Francisco. So it's from the San Leandro BART to the Civic Center BART. If you don't have a Clipper card and you're just taking what you call a blue ticket, it'll probably be about $1 more per day without the Clipper card. And there is parking, plenty of parking at the San Leandro BART. It's about $3 per day. If you choose to ride the bus instead of BART, there are 3 Transbay bus lines that go through San Francisco. And AC Transit has a Clipper card for a 31-day consecutive Transbay pass. That's $216. If you didn't have the Clipper card, you would pay $6 each way for the Transbay bus line. A local 31-day consecutive pass is around $81 per month. If you're gonna own a car, as I've stated in my other cost of living videos, if you've watched those, it's expensive. Car registration makes it expensive. Car maintenance makes it expensive. Sometimes stickers for residential parking are required. So having a car, it can be expensive. Car registration in California for a newer car can be anywhere from $300 to $450 every year. In addition to that, if you have an older car, in addition to paying for registration, you'll have to pay for a smog check almost every year, depending on the age of your car. That can be anywhere from $30 to $70 each time. For San Leandro, residential parking stickers are not required, so that is a savings relative to some other East Bay cities like Berkeley. If you're driving right now, in 2021, you've noticed gas prices have gone up astronomically. San Leandro isn't really any cheaper than surrounding cities in the East Bay. Castro Valley, East Oakland all have comparable gas prices. Right now, in 2021, the premium gas price is around $4.29 to $4.39 per gallon. And regular gas is slightly cheaper than that, anywhere from $4.09, all the way up to $4.19. So in addition to gas prices, if you're crossing the Bay Bridge, you're going to have to pay a toll every time you cross into San Francisco. That toll on the weekends has been $6. On the weekdays, it's gone up to $7. For the bridge toll, weekdays, non-peak hours, you'll pay $5 each time you cross. And then if you're in a carpool lane, you only pay $3 in a carpool lane. So for groceries, you don't have the same options that you would have if you lived in Oakland, Berkeley, and other cities, or San Francisco. So for example, you don't have Whole Foods, there's no Berkeley Bowl. You do, however, have Pack and Save, Safeway, Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market, Los Pericos, and a couple other smaller markets like Estudio, Deli, and Grocery. The cheapest of those options, I believe most of the time, would be Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market. Lucky's is another option. Those aren't, it's surprising that's in San Leandro, they aren't as common. There's one that I can think of in Oakland, And there are two farmers markets in San Leandro. One is the downtown San Leandro Farmers Market for fresh produce, dairy, and that's on Wednesdays from 3 to 7 p.m. If you're going to eat out, there's a high concentration of restaurants, great restaurants in downtown San Leandro, all within short distances from one another. There are two sushi restaurants I can think of. One is Minami Sushi. The prices are comparable to other sushi places in the East Bay, if not a little bit more economical. So you can probably get a shared meal for $60, a shared meal for two for $60, including appetizers and several rolls. Horacios is a seafood place, a little bit more on the pricey end. It's gonna be about $80 for 2 meals. And there's also Paradiso restaurant, which is an Italian seafood restaurant. Again, a little bit more on the pricey end. Dinner for 2 with drinks is probably over $100. I really talk about entertainment. In San Leandro, there aren't a whole lot of music venues and places to go. A lot of restaurants, bars are concentrated in downtown San Leandro. And if you want to go anywhere else, if you want other entertainment that's not outdoor entertainment, you would go to Oakland, some kids venues in Castro Valley, or to Hayward and surroundings. So I'll jump ahead and talk about self-care. If you consider working on entertainment, the cost of gym memberships. So there's several chain gyms in San Leandro. There's also San Leandro CrossFit. Unlimited classes at San Leandro CrossFit are around $175 per month, comparable to other CrossFit gyms in the East Bay. If you come in 3 times a week, it's a little bit cheaper. It's about $135 per month. And there are other chain gyms, of course, like 24-Hour Fitness, Orange Theory Fitness, Round 9, etc. Lastly, there's the San Leandro Aquatic Center, where you can take your kids to swim, or you can swim. It's $6 for a drop-in or $50 for 10 swims. All right, so in terms of childcare and schooling, when it comes to elementary schools, there are 2 elementary schools in San Leandro that are more highly rated for academics on greatschools.org. I encourage you to do your own due diligence outside of that platform when it comes to school performance and parent involvement. Those 2 schools, however, that are highly rated on greatschools.org are Madison Elementary and Roosevelt Elementary School. The caveat is that you have to live in the neighborhood of the elementary school. There are lottery systems to get into schools that aren't your neighborhood school, so that's a consideration when you're shopping for homes. When it comes to private school and preschool, the cost is pretty comparable to other cities in the East Bay. So first, for preschools, Kid Connect, which is not specific to San Leandro, they have other locations in the East Bay, but for a full-time program for toddlers and infants, it would be $1,900 per month. That's a 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. program. For older children, for the full-time program, it's $1,480 per month. Another private school preschool is Woodrow Woods Preschool, and elementary school around the same cost. They're around $1,290 per month for full-time care and schooling. And there was Arc Preschool, which prices aren't transparently placed online, but that school is highly recommended. Finally, there's Montessori School of San Leandro. They have daycare with a school program full-time. That's $9,300 per year, and you can pay in installments. But for kids who are 2 years and below, the cost is slightly more expensive. It's $9,800 per year, and again, you can pay in installments. That's it for the cost of living in San Leandro in 2021. If you want more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below. If you're moving from San Francisco or another part of the United States to the East Bay or San Leandro, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below.